I paid 20,000 rupees to Facebook for advertising, and it got confirmed by my bank. It got confirmed by the Google Pay UPI method I used, but Facebook completely denied that they received this money. Facebook said they did not receive this money and the payment had got failed, even though the bank and the UPI method are confirming that Facebook has actually received that money in their account. So where did my 20,000 rupees go? Asman kha gaya ya zameen nigal gayi? So I wanted to make this video to guide you with what to do and what not to do as a Facebook advertiser while making payments to Facebook, so that you don't lose the money like how I did, and hopefully this will help you a lot. My name is Puneet Tandon. This is Young Urban Project, where we run a lot of courses, cohort-based and self-paced courses on digital marketing, advertising, and a lot of these things. So recently, RBI enforced the eMandate on all recurring payments on credit cards in India. If you don't know what that is, you can check the video somewhere up. I have made a full video on what this eMandate is and what are the changes due to it. So simply put, what is happening is all the credit card companies that were charging recurring payments, for example, monthly subscriptions, they can't do it anymore. So anytime a new bill is generated, all these companies, whether it's Facebook or Netflix, all these companies, they have to take a manual authorization from you using an OTP, where you will tell them that, okay, cut my payment. Otherwise, what used to happen was automatic payments used to keep getting cut. Now, due to this, what Facebook did was, instead of now giving ad credits or allowing people to keep running the ads, they said, no, you have to make an advance payment. So you need to maintain an advance payment balance in your account. And when you run the ads, the money will keep getting cut from that balance. Otherwise, you can't run the ads. So a lot of old accounts which did not have an advance payment option, for example, my account, I used to do a post payment. So I used to pay at the end of the month to the credit card company. And when Facebook brought in this advance payment option into my account, there were a lot of payments. Most of my cards were not working. Most of the other payment methods were not working, which eventually started working. So what I did was, I made an initial payment using one of my cards and it went through. It was a small payment I just wanted to try out. So I thought, let me add 20,000 rupees and then I'll keep adding more money to it subsequently. So while choosing the payment methods, I chose the UPI payment method. So I used an app called Google Pay, which allows you to make these UPI payments. So UPI payment is something similar to PayPal or Stripe or Razorpay. So it's like a payment method that you can use from your cell phones. So I used this UPI method and I used Google Pay and I transferred the money. On the Google Pay app, you can see whether the payment was processed, whether it was successfully completed and all of that. So I'll put a screenshot somewhere here and you will see that the payment has been confirmed. When I checked my Facebook ad account, I realized that my available balance was still showing 0. And I was surprised because I just added 20,000 rupees. I thought that maybe it takes some time for the balance to reflect in the ad account, and I let it go and I thought I'll check tomorrow. So the next morning when I woke up, I saw all my ad campaigns were paused and my account was disabled because none of my ads were running, and the reason was I didn't have any balance, and this new balance never got credited into my account. So 20,000 rupees that I had put, they never got credited. And I didn't know what to do. So what I did was, I went to the Facebook support and I spoke to them and I raised a support case. I'm showing you on the screen. You can click on this help section, and after that, clicking on the help section, you can just come to this place where you can create a new case. So I'll just zoom it out a little. So you can create a new case here. So what I did was, I raised a request with Facebook chat support and I told them that, hi, I had added 20,000 to my prepaid balance. The payment method I used was UPI, and I attached the confirmation screenshot. So the UPI confirmation screenshot I attached there. So however, the amount is not reflected in my prepaid balance. So, my ad account is paused. Please do something about it. So Facebook said that, okay, we'll take 48 to 72 hours to inspect this and all of that. So they said, we'll inspect and we'll get back to you. So meanwhile, I thought, okay, let me use another payment method because I can't let my ads to be stopped for 48 to 70 hours just waiting for Facebook. So this time I decided to use another payment method. So I used my debit card, which was a SBI debit card that I used, and that worked perfectly, right? So I put in the money and it got added normally and it started working. So at least my ads started working. So I got a reply. I think for 2 days I didn't get a reply. So I contacted Facebook again, and you can request for, so if they've closed the case, you can reopen it. If they've not closed, what you can do is you can request for an update on this. So you can click this button and you can say request an update. When you do this, it will again put your query on top of the list. 1 day later, I get an email from them, and I'll show you that email also, saying that upon checking, it appears that the payment failed due to the payment method. On this case, kindly reach out to your bank or financial institution to have it checked on their end. Now that's a problem, right? Because Google Pay showed me that this had been processed. So I went to Google Pay, and there is an option for each transaction where you can raise a dispute. So I raised a dispute with Google Pay, telling them that, hey, this payment has not gone through. And I got a reply from Google. I think it was way faster than what Facebook does. So they said that they have checked it and the payment has got deposited into Facebook's account. So they asked me, if the Facebook is denying it, you go and check with your bank. So I went and I called my bank, which is HDFC Bank, and I called them up, the customer support. So when the bank checked it, they also said the same thing. They said that the payment has been confirmed and it has got deposited into Facebook's account. So the support team asked me to send an email to their support email ID. So it was support@hdfcbank.com, and I raised a complaint where I also gave the UPI ID. I explained the entire case, and I've attached the screenshots, right? So I'll also show you the screenshot here. So I've attached the screenshot where it clearly shows that the payment has got deposited into Facebook's account. So after sending them the details, I went back to Facebook and I went to the support section again. So this time what I did was I reopened the case, and I again wrote that, hi, I have connected with my bank and they have confirmed that a payment of 20,000 Indian rupees has been received by Facebook. This is the method. It's neither reflecting in my Facebook account nor is Facebook team confirming. So both Google Pay and my bank, HDFC Bank, have confirmed that the payment has been received by Facebook. And I then again sent them the screenshot. So I sent them multiple screenshots showing this has confirmed. Now again, they said that they will inspect this and they are escalating this case. And you can see that this case is in progress. And this was filed on 25th October. Today is 27th. I have not heard back from Facebook as of now. So they again said that it could take 48 to 72 hours. And sometimes it may take even longer. So I don't know how much longer is it going to take, but most probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to request an update today. Now the problem here is, while my bank and Google Pay are both confirming that the payment is done, there's little you can do when it's Facebook, right? So Facebook support is kind of really slow. Even after they have introduced this chat support, it's 48 to 72 hours for an advertiser is a lot of time, right? If I didn't run my ads around that time for that long, I would lose out on so much revenue, so much business, and I can't afford to do that. So I had no option but to put in more money, but this time I used a different method. I used a debit card. So there's nothing more I can do except waiting for them to find out, and if they refuse, I don't know what I can do. So do I just forget about this 20,000 rupees? I anyways have written to HDFC Bank trying to get a refund on this money because the receiver has not received it. In fact, I also sent them the screenshot of the email from Facebook. So I'll keep you informed on what's happening, and probably I'll make another video on this topic, and hopefully I'll get the 20,000 rupees credited into the account. So that's a little more runway. So I'll keep you informed. I hope you got some kind of an idea on what to do and what not to do from this video. My name is Puneet Tandon. I will see you in the next video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, you can, because I share a lot of digital marketing tips. We run a lot of courses. So we have a new cohort of our advanced digital marketing course, which is a 10-week live course. It's starting very soon. I will put the link of that course in the description. You can check it out, and if you're interested, join us in the course. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.